Hi everyone, thanks for finding my channel, Arkytior Collective. I try to read the energies that are prominent in the collective and tell the story that the cards want to tell. Not all messages will resonate for every person, so if one sounds like it's for you but then the next message doesn't, leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. I intend for my readings to be timeless, so whenever you find them is when you're meant to. Hi, I hope I find everyone well. I've decided to do a little different of a spread today. I have these, it's like a do-it-yourself, I call it my DIY deck. And what it is just a collection of questions. So, like, if somebody would come to me and say, I would like a reading, but I don't really have any specific question. So then I would lay out these cards, and it would give, like, maybe, I'll do 6 or 7 different questions that you can ask. So it's like a makeshift kind of spread. So they're already shuffled, and I'm going to lay them out in piles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the middle. And we'll go from there, okay? Oh, you know what? Why don't we center and clear our space and call in our protections first? Okay. So take a deep breath, cleansing breath, hold for 2 heartbeats, and release. We ask all positive energies to attend us and guide us to the messages that fulfill our highest good. Guides, ancestors, patrons, angels, archangels, and source, please come forward and be with me. Michael, please guard the corners. Gabriel, make the messages clear and useful. Metatron, be present to protect the seekers and the deliverers of the divine's communications. I love that sound. Okay. I hope everyone's well. I wanted to switch it up a little bit because the last few readings are all kind of the same. Like, the masculines are all kind of stuck in their karmic cycles, and, you know, we're being forced to move on, and the masculines are trying to heal, and some of them are still asleep. Blah. It's boring, and I'm tired of it, and nothing's moving, and I feel like my messages are useless because the masculines that need to hear the messages probably aren't even listening to tarot, and they're certainly not listening to my channel. So I'd like to move on to some other energies. I hope that spirit can accommodate us. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to lay out, I'll do 5. I'll do 5. And 7 might be a little bit much. So I'll do 5. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we'll flip them over and see what questions we got. So the first one here is the 6th house. I analyze. Oh, is that the one? Yeah. I analyze. So what are you analyzing at the moment? We've got, oh, okay. Oh, that'll be interesting. This is a message from a transitioned soul. So draw from the Ancestors deck. Okay, let me grab that Ancestors deck. Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. So I'll set that aside, and from when we get there, I'll draw from there, okay? And oh, let me move these over a little, since we have room. Okay, how's that? Is that good? Okay. Next we have your path, their heart space. Oh, okay, so this might be for somebody that you have on your mind, like your partner or lover or love interest. And then in the middle, oh, what makes you worthy? Those are good. Okay, so let's see, what are we going to do first? I think we'll do, I actually didn't plan for this. I didn't know if I was going to use the first light or not. I think we can. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Let me put my music back on, and I will try. If this doesn't lay right, everything's already shuffled, but if this doesn't lay right, then I'll switch it up a little. was that darkness again? So weird. Oh, here's my door. Ignore my butt. Okay. Sixth house, I analyze. Okay, so what are we analyzing right now? One card for what do we analyze? Ooh. That's a good one. The sun, freedom. Ooh. Nature, free-spirited, innocence. Okay, so we're analyzing freedom, our freedom. Okay. Where should I go next? Should we do the... Okay, we'll do the ancestors. We'll do it in order. Oh, this one I didn't shuffle because I didn't know I was going to use it. So hang on. Sorry if it's loud. I usually shuffle off camera because I know that it picks up in the mic really loud. Okay. Trying to, start doing my readings early. Like in the afternoon. But so far I haven't been able to time it right. Because in about a half hour, everybody's going to start coming home from work. And then I'll have to pause. Yes, I know I cut weird. A couple more shuffles, and then we'll draw Message from a Transition Soul. Draw from the Ancestors Oracle deck. Okay. That felt good. One more. Okay. Alright. What do the Ancestors want to say? That's good because I had been planning to do an Ancestors reading, but I was called to do one of like this first or instead of. So the fact that that card came out is like kind of mixes the two. Like I intended to do an Ancestors read, but I did this one instead, but still got... Okay, I got two. I will take them. Alright. We've got Summer, the Bee, Bask in Joy and Light, and Earth Guardian, Stay Rooted and Grounded. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'll come back around and read from the book for these, but I just want to get the other cards dealt first. Your Path. Okay. So First Light Tarot, this is the deck that's all the pictures from the Hubble Space Telescope. Thank you, Ozzy. What a beautiful gift. I love it. Kind of makes me emotional. So there's been a heaviness to the readings ever since I started incorporating this deck, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. What is our path, please, Spirit? What you've done. Please clarify our path. This is collective. Nope, nope. I stutter. I swear. I sing. Oh, wow. I'm not as polished a reader as many readers on YouTube. I take long pauses. I get things wrong. I can be a hot mess. So if you can vibe with a hot mess, stick with me because I'm your girl. So here for the Your Path position, we have thought and communication. So I'll read from the book for that one. And the last, let's see, we've got their heart space. My goodness. So we might be dealing with a lover. I won't stick with that though. It might not be a lover. It could be anyone that you are having an issue with, good or bad. Anyone on your mind right now. Your partner, your sister, your boss, your neighbor, your cousin, whatever. Who's ever on your mind, this will be their heart space, okay? have me hard. So please give me a card for their heart space. That's 2. I'm sorry, I know I'll never claim your love. That's just how it goes. I ain't the person I was this morning when the sun rose. Please give me a card for their heart space. Oh, no. Gotta flip. Flippy flip. Card. There we go. We've got Justice. Libra. Decisions, evidence, thinking, and verdicts. So in their heart space, they're making some kind of judgment call. They're trying to find a balance in a situation. Maybe in their heart space, they're trying to find balance. But Justice is a card of karma. They might be in some karmic cycle right now in their heart space. Okay, last one. What makes you worthy of whatever? What makes you worthy of your job? What makes you worthy of your position? What makes you worthy of your family? What makes you worthy in your heart for going forward and becoming who you want to be? Whatever. What makes you worthy? I don't know how this is going to play out. Please give us a card for what makes you worthy. What makes us worthy, please, Spirit? Everybody knows with the fingers crossed. I don't know if I can take it's one of the position cards for this deck. It's the first step. Do I want to take this? No. No. Please clarify what makes you us worthy. Everybody knows that the captain won. Alright. Conspiracy. Oh, that's a weird one. I should have probably kept first step. Alright. Hidden truths will be revealed. What you hide will eat you. Oh my goodness, this makes no sense. Paid by source. Truth, the value of theory. I'll read from the book for that one too. Everybody knows. Okay, so we had I analyze, and it's the sun. So it's not designated in this deck, but we all know that the sun is like Leo energy. So you could have Leo in your chart. Freedom, yes. Nature, free-spirited and innocence, yes. Also, illumination, finding the truth, being happy. The sun is every good, warm feeling that you could feel, okay? We're going to go with what are you analyzing? And I feel like people are going to be analyzing, we're going to be analyzing some kind of truth that's going to come to light, because the sun always illuminates something. So something's going to be illuminated that we're going to really need to analyze within ourselves. Okay. We'll go to the book for thought on top of your path. Okay. That's interesting. What do we have to think about on our path? If I can find it. 20. Okay. Thought. Okay. Communication. Feminine energy, the one in the middle looking at all the angles of a situation. Tolerance and stamina. Interesting. Use intuitive devices to interact with your higher self, to send positive messages and thoughts to others. Oh, that's our path. So we're supposed to get in touch with our higher self in order to heal other people. That's interesting. This might be a message for the light workers. This raises vibration. If you follow thoughtful intuition, listen carefully because it comes from the higher source. Dismiss all negative thought. This lowers your immune system and can cause illness. Telepathy is also something that will soon be within grasp, as this is the form of communication that is used outside our Earth. Oh, yeah, I forgot that this deck kind of sometimes deals with like really high energy ideas. Like it even mentions like aliens and stuff like um well, I don't want to say it's like aliens, but it's the idea that entities can exist on a higher vibration and in out in the universe and in other planets and stuff. So yeah, I guess aliens. I don't really delve into that part of the deck so much, but I do have to read it when it comes up. Maybe it's just telling us that above our, because I remember I was saying, well, I don't know if you remember, and if you do follow my channel, then you'll remember. But I was saying how we exist on different levels of vibration, like the, I don't know if I want to say it right, the Marioshka dolls, where there's like a doll inside a doll inside a doll inside a doll. That's how our vibrations exist, like 3D, 4D, 5D, and that. There, I don't know how many Ds there are. I'm sure it's infinite, but there are entities that exist even higher than that. We're being called to develop our higher selves and our telepathy so that we can receive messages from energies that are higher than ourselves. When you hear a star being, do not push the thoughts away, for they only want to assist in our healing. The brain is capable of great light and can send that energy via thought to those willing to move forward and grow within a community of universal complexities. That's pretty high. Do be aware, though, that not all of the universe will send light. Only listen to the positive messages. It says, dismiss any communication that has a suspicious nature. So, I'm being told that, especially for that last sentence, dismiss any communication that has a suspicious nature. I'm being told that that could be our own inner thoughts. Like if we try to fill our communication and our receptivity with positiveness, but then we get that nagging voice in the back telling us negative things, that's our own head. And we have to dismiss that because that has no place in the work that we're doing. It has no place on your path. See? Your path. So, we're going to be, or we are being called to raise our vibrations. That's our path. Okay? And I guess you'll analyze all of the information that comes through and that is illuminated with the Sun card. We're going to go ahead to the conspiracy card here in the middle. What makes you worthy? Conspiracy. That's a tough one. I didn't expect for something so difficult to come out in that position. So key concepts are truth and the value of theory. Number 6, conspiracy. Harmony, intuition, balance, and understanding. Excuse me. When I burn incense and sage, it really affects my throat, so I'm sorry if I'm a little raspy. Advice. It is difficult sometimes not to fall into believing conspiracy theories when you're looking at all the facts and conjecture that goes so smoothly in one specific direction. It's doubly problematic when those around you try to hide truth from you. There's no need to bother with conspiracies. Everything will come out in the wash, as humans sometimes say, and if payment is required, that is handled by the source, and you need not make it a worry. Worry lowers your vibration. Beware conspiracies that drag you into a pit of negativity and a lack of understanding. Embrace those who will serve the world on a grand basis. Make sure you understand which is which. What you hide from others will be what eats you alive one day. What you give freely will satisfy the cosmos. Okay, so what makes you worthy is you have to determine for yourself what the truth is. I'm being told, do not discount what the divine tells you. Because you're worthy of receiving those truths. And analyze what comes forward. Analyze, 6th house here, I analyze. That's Virgo energy. On the sun, analyze what comes forward. Use your intuition on your path. I heard the fact that you can... What? I heard the fact that you're receiving this is why you're say it again. The fact that you're receiving this information proves you're worthy. Okay? We're gonna go over here to their heart space. So who is ever on your mind? In their heart space is the Justice card. Decisions, Libra energy. You may have a Libra in your heart space. Justice, decisions, evidence, thinking, and verdicts. Let me think about this real quick. I'm going to pause because I have to blow my nose. Okay. Sometimes the incense makes me sneeze. Justice in their heart space. Let's see. I heard, this isn't fair. I want it to be fair. Somebody wants to make something equal. I heard to avoid their karma. You can't avoid karma. Justice is karma. Oh. I heard someone receive their karma and now wants to make something just with you. Can you elaborate on that? I just keep hearing it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. Something happened to them that wasn't fair and it didn't sit well in their hearts. But now they want to extend some kind of justice to you. I don't know why. Why? I heard they deserve to know. They deserve the truth. They deserve it. I don't know why. I hope this is resonating with someone. Let me see if I can get something else. Justice in their heart space. Why? I think they found something out. Because this says evidence and verdicts and decisions. So maybe with whatever is being illuminated in the 6th house of I analyze, they analyzed something. Maybe that's where the conspiracy came in. Like there was something hidden from them. And once they found out about it, they had to really analyze what they thought about it. Here's the thought card in their path. Or your path. I'm sorry, your path. There's a thought card in your path. You're thinking about something that was illuminated. Something that had been kept from you. That's from the conspiracy card. Oh, okay. They said you're worthy because it was kept from you. So now balance has to be restored. And that's where justice comes in. And in their heart space, they want to bring this justice. They could be dealing with a Libra. You could be a Libra, or they could have Libra in their chart, or you could have Libra in their chart. Somewhere Libra is in play, or Libra energy is in play. And Libra energy is fair fair, crap, what's that word? Interactions, fair interactions with the people around them. Okay, so over here we've got message from transition soul, and it instructed me to draw from the Ancestors Oracle deck, and that's this deck here, the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Okay, and the two that we've got Earth Guardian, meaning stay rooted and grounded. So whatever is going to be coming to light is going to make you maybe feel a little upheaved. I don't know if that's a word, upheaved. So they're asking you to just stay grounded, okay? And then we have here summer, bask in joy and light. So we'll do the Earth Guardian first. Sorry. Okay, now I have to pause it anyway to read. Earth Guardian. Okay, the message is take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. The Earth Guardian, here, I'll hold up the card. I hope that doesn't go dark. I've been having some light issues. Okay. Can you see that okay? I hope it doesn't dim. A little closer? All right. The Earth Guardian represents the angel of Earth, who brings the medicine of feeling grounded and strong. They are the protection of the land and the planet and can help you connect with your mission and how you can support the evolution of the planet. Ooh. See, that's the light workers. We're supposed to raise the vibrations of the planet little by little so that we can be more connected to Source and our higher selves. The Earth Guardian on the card is a beautiful part angel, part elemental, who is non-binary, showing that we are a divine being without a human gender. See, I told you, gender ain't shit. You'll hear it in all my readings. Gender ain't shit but boobs and wieners. But when we're dealing with the energy of our higher selves in the 5D, there's no gender there. Okay, our souls, well, I think our souls can lean either way, but there's really no designation because we've spent lifetimes as both. Their staff, adorned with a dream catcher, shows they have the capacity to help you ground your dreams in reality. The message is, it's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you're rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you'll miss out on the growth that you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn to a weed that you have to deal with later. Ooh, interesting. So, that's a good message. Stay grounded. Whatever you find out about this situation, stay grounded. Okay, grace and poise. Grace and poise. Don't go off the handle. Don't tell anybody to go fuck themselves. Don't cut any ties right now. Don't make any rash decisions. That's the message coming in from the ancestors and the angels. We're going to read the summer card now. Mami, ¿qué tú quieres? Where is it? Okay. The message is, rise up, open your wings, and shine. I love the bee. It's one of my spirit animals. What is this? What? I waited till you were asleep to do this so you wouldn't bother me. What do you want? Okay, I'm going to try to keep going. This is everybody. This is Huey. Rise up, open your wings, and shine. Bring your projects and plans into the light and into manifestation. Ooh, okay. Summer has always been recognized as a time for joy, for going on adventures and making memories. Flowers are in full bloom, animals are enjoying the freedom of the wild summer days and nights, and people are taking holidays, basking in the sunshine, and being lifted energetically by the light and warmth. This is the perfect opportunity for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Light has come to banish the darkness. Clarity is arriving too, allowing you to know exactly where you are and how you can move forward. Angels and ancestor guides are encouraging you to enjoy this moment and not to rush forward because it's a time for pleasure, enjoyment, and expansion. There's a great chance that you have extra energy, creativity, and inspiration at this time. Notice what is coming to you as it is an inspiration directly from the divine. When the summer card arrives in the future position of a spread or the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming summer will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. Okay, so that message from the ancestors and angels is saying, stay grounded in whatever you find out, whatever you discover. I heard whatever you are intending to manifest, stay grounded. Okay? But see, this is the thing. In one instance, we're being told to stay grounded. In another instance, we're being told to reach up into our higher selves. It's a very difficult energy to try to integrate because it feels like we're being stretched. And maybe that's the point. I think the point of growth and change, like, because the light workers, we're all changing, we're leveling up, we're getting new gifts, we're polishing gifts that we already have. It sometimes can feel like we're being pulled in two different directions, and maybe that's the point. In one instance, we're being told to stay grounded. In another instance, we're being told to reach up. If you think of a tree, it reaches up okay, so the further the roots go down, the further it can reach up. I mean, does that make sense? The stronger the roots, the higher you can grow. Okay? So it may feel like we're being pulled into different directions, but I think it's telling us that we need both in order to get stronger. We can't just have one or the other. If we stay grounded all the time, then we stay very low vibration and we can't expand our consciousness upward. If we go upward and ignore the 3D and staying grounded to this earth, we can become detached and illusion can set in. So we need both as a balance. As above, so below. Like a tree. If you look at the cutaway of a tree, it's equal. The branches going up are the same size as the branches going down. So the further down in that we extend our energy into including earth energy in our growth, the better we can grow upward toward the higher self. Summer is going to play a role in timing, I think. And I know a lot of us are very I want to know what's happening now. Okay, well, this is happening now. You know why? Because time ain't shit either. Time doesn't mean anything. We always think of time as a line, the timeline, right? Like we even say, we're on the wrong timeline. This is the darkest timeline. What the fuck timeline is this that we're on? We think of time as a line, but it isn't. It's it's I have to say it. It's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. Okay, for the Doctor Who fans like me, there's it. It doesn't happen on a linear path. Okay, so prepare. Oh, prepare. My hand got really big all of a sudden. Prepare now for what you want to bring into fruition, because it could happen now, it could happen in the future. Time doesn't mean really much. We think it does because we're very three-dimensional beings. But remember, we exist on other frequencies. Time doesn't mean anything over there, you know? So, even though it says summer, summer is a very expansive time. The sun is at its peak. Warmth and growth is happening. Stay grounded. That's the message from the ancestors. Did I get everything? Okay. So we're gonna bring it down one vibration to the 4D, and we're gonna go over to the fairies. Okay? Everything's pre-shuffled. I had to pre-shuffle off camera because it's really loud when you shuffle while you're recording. Slowly, a little sympathy, I hope you can show me. Let me shift gears a second. If you leave it, baby, let me down slowly. Down. So what is this here? I analyze 6th house Virgo energy. Fairies, good evening, hello. Please come forward. Little pieces of what we were. I know they're long gone, but take it easy because it hurts. Please come forward and clarify for us this sun energy, freedom, expansion, illumination in the 6th house, Virgo. I analyze. Please clarify what we are analyzing. What is coming forward? What is being illuminated that we need to analyze, fairies, please? That's a good question, right? What is coming forward? What is being illuminated that we need to analyze, fairies? Please clarify. Clarify and elaborate. What is being illuminated that we need to analyze? I can't stop myself from falling. Please clarify what is being illuminated that we need to analyze. Oh, Taeyeon the poet. So lonely. If you leave it, baby, let me down slowly. Down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. Okay, Taeyeon the poet he's one of the stone men, so he doesn't move. He's a watcher. Not like a watcher, like the angels, not like that. But he's a spirit in the fairy realm that he just kind of sits and watches. Sometimes this designates like what is it? Crap. I don't know the term because I don't have one. So shit. What is like a lover that watches from afar? Not a secret lover, damn it. You know what oh, put it in the comments because I can't fucking think of it right now. Secret admirer. Jesus. Secret admirer. You know, I couldn't even access that word because I don't have one. It's like a secret admirer. Something's going to come into illumination about a secret admirer, maybe. Okay? But he's watching. Or maybe you're watching. Watching from afar. Youthful energy, clear sight, poetic gifts, but fantasy. Adventurous romance. The watchful poet. Okay, so if this is your energy analyzing, that's what Taeyeon does. He just sits there and watches and analyzes, okay? He doesn't actually do much. Even though he's like the forlorn lover. That's why we call him the secret admirer, because he sits off to the side and he just admires and watches and everything, but he doesn't move. He does not move. So there may be an instance where we're analyzing something that we see from a distance, or maybe somebody doesn't know that we see what they're doing. Whatever it is, it's going to be illuminated with the sun. Something's going to, be nurtured here, and we're going to be watching it. Okay, that could be, if that's our energy. If it's the other person's energy, then I think that they're going to be watching you, but with clear sight, like they know. What did I hear? I see you. I see you. I see you clearly. Oh, that means something. I see you clearly. Like somebody can see you, but they don't really see you, right? Okay, another Doctor Who reference that I'm being shown is this when Matt Smith regenerated into 13, who was Peter Capaldi. Capaldi is much, 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 much older man. And Clara could not see the doctor in him. She couldn't see her doctor because her doctor was Matt Smith, right? 12. She could only see him. So when Capaldi when 13, it's so confusing. Now, you try to integrate as a Whovian 13 regenerations. Let me see if I can get this. When 12 regenerated into 13, he regenerated into a form that looked like an extremely older man, one that Clara, the companion at the time, couldn't resonate with. And he stood in front of her and he says, "You can't see me, can you?" And he goes, "Do you know how that feels, that you can't see me?" Because it was, at the moment, it was still 12 talking. It was still Matt Smith's iteration speaking to Clara through the 13th regeneration, whose face looked completely different. And he stood before her and said, "You really can't see me, can you?" Oh, this is hitting a little hard because I know what this is about, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain it. But he stood before her and said, "Please just see me." So, I don't know if this is going to turn into a twin flame reading properly, but for me at least, I can explain it this way. I found my twin, but the masculines don't ever wake up at the same time the feminines do. That's why I've been saying all this time that we're out of sync. Because when the feminines know what's happening, they wake up and they get to work. But when the masculines find out what's happening, they stay asleep. So I was not able to say this to my twin, but I have in the 5D, I have stood before him and said, "Why can't you see me?" And it was because I am not in a form in this life that he wants to see. It's hard to explain. But it's so hard to stand in front of somebody that you know you have a connection with and they don't see it. Because you're like, "Why can't you see me? Why can't you see what this is? Why can't you see who I am? Why can't you see who you are? Why can't you see past the form that I'm in and know that I am still yours?" That's what the 13th Doctor was telling Clara. You really can't see me, because he didn't look like the form that he had before. So this could be something like, in this lifetime, the twins look different. But it's a form that one of them doesn't recognize. That's a really hard. It's a hard concept to explain, and I hope I explained it as well as I could. So I feel like he's just sitting there like, maybe contemplating what he sees, analyzing what he sees, analyzing what he feels. Something has come to illumination for him, but he's still just, look at that darkness. Get out of here. See this? That happens all the time. My lighting hasn't changed. But every time I start talking about something deep, that blackness comes over the camera. But I've purified, I called the corners, I set my intentions on burning sage. Oh, maybe I'm not burning sage. No, the sage went out. Excuse me. I hope I don't regret what I said, because what I said about my twin was actually really personal. I'm not in a form that he recognizes. Okay. Taeum sits there and just watches, just considers and ponders, but that's all he does. He doesn't move forward. I feel like maybe somebody's going to come to some illumination that's just going to stop them dead in their tracks, and they're not going to know how to process it. They're not going to know how to see it. They're not going to know what they're looking at, because it's in a form that they don't recognize. Okay, let's move on from that, because that's too deep right now. Can we go on to thought? Okay, your path, thought. What did we say about this? Oh, yeah. The higher self. Developing our mental capacity so that we can be open to receiving information through our crown chakra from our higher selves, bordering on telepathy. Fairies, hello. Please come forward and clarify and elaborate on this thought. On our path. Our path is to open up the poop. The shapeshifter. That's a weird energy to get here. Paradox. Relax. Easily distracted by shiny objects. I'm offended. Something is cloaked. Oh, okay. So our path is to illuminate ourselves enough that we can pinpoint what is cloaked. This is the shapeshifter. This is something that's not as it seems. This is like very changeable energy. Something about the fingers. Why am I drawn to the fingers? Stay to the end. Huh. I don't know what I want to be. I don't know what I want to be. He's very, very changeable. His shape is not set yet. I'm reminded of, now mind you, I've only seen it like once maybe, the movie The Golden Compass, and I know for a fact that the movie is not quite true to the source material, but there is a aspect to it with the daemons. They're little animal familiar. See, there's the fucking anomaly again. Every light in this house is on right now. So there's they have these familiars that can change shape when they're young, and then when they get older they kind of settle into their shape and they have one form. But the girl's daemon hadn't decided on a form yet, so it could still shapeshift like the pook. Something hasn't decided what it wants to be. I don't know if a situation is still in flux so that it's it's not really decided what it wants to be yet. It could be a situation, it could be a person. whatever it is, there's energy that hasn't congealed yet. There's energy still in motion. I'm wondering if it's not our own abilities, because the thought card was calling us to open up communication with the divine and our higher selves, and then the poop comes out saying something is cloaked. It's a shape changer, a paradox. So it's like we're not really don't have a form yet on this path. We can be whatever we want to be. But I think it's telling us to develop that connection with the higher self through, and then I have to keep saying telepathy because it was such a big part of the description of the card. Something is cloaked. But see, up here we have the card of the sun, which illuminates everything. And then down here we have, in our thoughts, something is cloaked. Are we hiding something? Or we're not acknowledging something within ourselves as we go along our path? I think whatever that is, that aspect inside ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge is very fluid right now. Maybe that's why we can't acknowledge, we can't do anything with it because it doesn't have a form yet. Okay, let's go here in the middle to the conspiracy on what makes you worthy. What do we say about this? Truth? I heard weed out the lies. I know when I was reading the card, it had like connotations about what's going on in the world right now, but raise it up a little higher because I don't think that has anything to do with this. Something is cloaked. That's the conspiracy. But you're worthy of knowing the truth. Please clarify this conspiracy, hidden truth on our worth. Hidden truth about our worth. Okay. Please clarify the hidden truth about our worth. I feel like this has to do with our path. Please clarify the hidden truth about our worth. Do I take it? The RAR. The RAR is wild energy and enthusiasm, but it's potential energy. It's not any movement yet. It's the power up before the go. Okay. Okay, I heard you're worthy because you're enthusiastic about finding the truth. Okay? The RAR has chariot energy for me. It also has page energy in the fact that for a few times that it has come out, it's heralded the coming of the Mother God card in this deck. So to me, it acts like a herald of something coming after it. But it's wild enthusiasm and energy. I used to hear the song by Cake, Going the Distance, reluctantly crouched at the starting line, engines thumping and humping in time. That's the energy the RAR gives to me. It's like that meme, that gif of Bugs Bunny at the starting line of the race, and he's like gearing up for it, doing his like leg lifts and stuff, like we're getting ready to jump off at the shot, you know. I think this truth that comes out is going to give us the motivation to make a big bold move. I think that's what this is saying. And right now the energy is being built up for us to make that move, to make that jump. So we're going to go down here to the person on our mind, their heart space and justice. Fairies, please clarify and elaborate the justice on our person's heart space. Libra energy, what is this decision that's supposed to bring balance? Please clarify. The Singer of Initiation. Change and challenge, breakthrough, transition, a testing before the level up. Okay. Somebody is going to be elevated to a new position, and that in their heart, that's going to make things balanced and fair and just. The initiation, it's going to be like you are now in this new position. But since this is in their heart space, that this is an internal change that's happening in them. Someone's had a breakthrough. I feel like somebody sat by and got this realization with the Sun card on who you are. They analyzed what they had seen, and they made the determination that they knew who you are. Now this wild energy is coming in. There may have been whispers from some other people saying, no, it's not like that. 8, it's change. And then they were like, no, the only thing that's fair is to change their standing in my heart. And this might not even be conscious decision making. This is just something that changes all of a sudden in their heart. The shape changer here, the pook, something was not fully formed until it was, right? That's how it works. So something was changeable. I know this is on the your path position, but I'm reading in layers. I also had this feeling here with the Rar facing Taeum the poet. Taeum doesn't move, but the Rar facing him is almost like, hey, the energy is here now. You gotta come forward. And then bam, the Singer of Initiation. That's like It's hard because they show me images, but they don't always give me the words to describe it. I feel like someone's position is changing. And the Singer of Initiation is saying that they're going to be, I heard, anointed in some way into a new position. And since this is in the position of their person's heart space, I feel someone's going to have a change of heart on who you are to them. After sitting there and watching and then determining analyzing what they see, and then having the energy to change their heart. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to go here to what the ancestors wanted to say and get some clarification on this. Please clarify Summer and the Earth Guardian from our ancestors' messages. Please, Faerie, Summer and the Earth Guardian. Okay, we've got Lace, the Moon's daughter. She's one of the Sphinxes. That makes sense with the initiate. Connect to higher self. Yeah, that's what this other card, the communication card, was saying. Explore the deep mind. Keep in mind symbols that you see, the unknown shadows inside. Okay, this could be shadow work. She is the Moon's daughter. Part of our shadow work would be, okay, look in your chart and see where your moon is, okay, whatever house your moon is, and then go diagonally, or, go straight across 180 degrees across from your moon sign, and that'll be your dark moon. That'll be the Lilith. It's not actually a planetary placement, it's a mathematical point in your chart. So go from your moon sign directly opposite, same degree in the opposite sign, and that is your Lilith placement. it's that sign where we need to delve into our inner selves in order to do shadow work. Okay? So I'll use my chart for an example. My moon is in Leo, and directly across from Leo, its opposite sign is Aquarius. That's where my Lilith placement is, in Aquarius. So people with Lilith in Aquarius have to work on releasing things, releasing people, because all the air signs have to do with partnerships in some way, relationships, how you relate to other people. Gemini, the first earth sign, they're discovering how they relate to themselves and how they feel about what they see and how they think and everything. Libra, the middle child, the redheaded stepchild in the air signs, is the first step outside of themselves and dealing with partnerships with other people, but one-on-one partnerships with other people. Aquarius is the higher vibration of the air signs. They're way up in the stratosphere. That's why a lot of Aquarians seem kind of hard to catch, right? You can't really grasp the air. Aquarians, they vibrate on a higher level in the air. Their energy is relating to others in groups. I heard in theory. Relating to other people in theory. And it's interesting because this conspiracy card has to do with theories. The value of theory. So, with the moon's daughter, I feel like we're being called to do shadow work, and it's probably going to last until summertime. But we're supposed to stay grounded. Like I said, stay grounded while you reach upward. Okay? The Sphinx aspect of this card, if you think about what a Sphinx, there's another card in the deck that's the other Sphinx. She faces the other way. It's actually really beautiful. This is owl energy. This came out in Dharma Jane's reading, I think, this morning. I'm not sure which one it was. She did like 4 of them today, and I can't remember which one she mentions the Sphinx in, but she said they look like owls. So if owl is a sync for you, the owl has shown up. They travel at night, of course. They're very wise. They have deep wisdom of the natural world that's not usually seen during the day. But if you think of a Sphinx, whenever a hero is about to go through a doorway or level up, and we do have level up here a couple times, whenever someone's about to level up, they have to pass a test. Okay? And in some stories, the test is standing before a sphinx and having to answer its riddles. So there may be something before we can explore a new level in our consciousness where we're going to have to determine what's the answer to this riddle, right? Okay, so I didn't do the bottom of the damn decks. Let's do that now. Shit. Okay, bottom of the deck for the first light tarot, we've got Harmony, which is build and repair bridges, connect to your higher self, and promote love and joy. We've got the Lovers, Gemini energy, a union is imminent, and soul identity. See what I was saying? Oh, let me see if I can weave this together the way I saw it. Over here with Teon, when I was talking about that he didn't see your true form, this Lovers on top of soul identity, I mean, that's telling us that the twin energy this might be saying that the twin energy is going to be coming into harmony. You know, the Lovers and then soul identity and then harmony. I mean, that's a beautiful combination right there. And underneath that, it's separated with the card from the past. That's like past in this life. So there's like with these cards on top of it gives me 6 of Cups vibration. 6 of Cups is nostalgia from the past, usually a love interest from childhood. It's not just the past from this life, though. If this is a twin dynamic, this is something that is started lifetimes ago. Okay? If this is a twin dynamic, it's different from a soulmate dynamic because soulmates are two separate souls who have their own agendas who agree to come in and collaborate in this life. And we've done it many, many lifetimes. So when we see someone we have a soul connection with, we're like, I know I had a past life with you. Yeah, we had past lives with a lot of people. We had a lot of soulmates. Okay? A twin, however, is not a separate soul that we run into here and there. What a twin is our own soul, one soul that in the beginning was split in two. Not everybody is a twin. We all have soulmates though, and some of those soulmates can feel like a twin. But there are souls that were split in half in the beginning, a masculine and feminine. And in order to come back together, they have to learn to balance the masculine and feminine within themselves so that they can come back together. Balanced. Ooh, it's a tough, tough path to take. I feel like this is so beautiful. I can't even stand it. Somebody is going to finally see the twin and know that their soul identity is with that twin. See, this card says also family. They're family. They're soul family. So deep that they are our own soul. And I think that the lovers here is showing that that's going to come back into reintegration and form some harmony. Yeah, I love this combination. Bottom of the fairies deck, we've got the gotcha. Don't look at me, I'm not done yet, but I see you. We've got the Laum. Oh, I think the Laum is also a moon's daughter. I'm not sure. They're both sitting on heads, which means I feel like they're on somebody's mind. See, she's on someone's mind. I always say that this is Margaret the Trash Heap. I don't know if any of you older watchers out there know from Fraggle Rock. Margaret the Trash Heap. She's sitting on somebody's mind. Lace the Moon's daughter is back off and relax and let the energy flow. Okay? Charity, generosity. So be calm, be generous, be watchful. It's like she's in the same pose as Taeyeon the poet. But Taeyeon actually does have wings, but he's sat for so long that they're laying across his back and they're kind of like really stiff. But the Laum here, she sits and she like, I always liken her name to lament. She's lamenting. She's just thinking. She's staring off in the distance and thinking. Her wings are still functional, so she can jump at any time. And then underneath her is honesty. Yeah, I still feel like someone's sitting and watching because the Laum is here. This might be the feminine because here we have the masculine. So the feminine is sitting here watching, but the masculine's saying, don't look at me. I don't see you. But it even says here, I know more than I see. So I think part of him does recognize who she is underneath, even if his eyes deceive him. And I think this is saying once that recognition, oh, there it is, recognition. Once that I can't handle it. Once that recognition happens, then honesty. I urgently need to be honest with you. Some kind of truth is going to come out. And from that truth is going to bring that justice because this is all happening in their heart space. I still feel like we're being told to continue on our path to develop our higher selves while they work out figuring out who their person is. Okay? I'm gonna take a break because I gotta feed the dog, and it's only gonna be 1 second for you, but I'm gonna pause this and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So I was contemplating just, this last layer here. There's a couple things that I was getting. We need to keep moving while the person that is in their heart space right now is observing. See here on our path, your path position, it says thought and communication. That was the being called to reach up to our higher selves. And then the pook on top of it is, say, the shape changer, and relax about that something is cloaked. And it's because we haven't actually taken a final form yet on our path. So whoever this is just observing is going to stay that way. But I think in their heart space here, they have the intuition to know who you are and to want to bring justice to this. But I don't feel like this is brought to the surface yet. I think this is still like bubbling underneath the surface in them, I think. I don't think they've actually put direct thought on it or like a decision on it, but I think somewhere in their heart they know that there's somewhere in their heart knows who you are. Their heart knows who they are, but there's not really much they're doing about it right now. So we're going to come down one more level, and we're going to go over to the Gilded and get another layer on this. So here in the Analyze position, yeah, it's like they're illuminated to it, and their heart space is telling them to use your intuition and bring justice to this. Our ancestors are saying to ground ourselves because there's going to be like a level up, and we're going to need to prepare for for this new position that we're going to have. We're going to prepare for this new form we're going to be taking. I all of a sudden just felt impressed. I feel like this is coming from Taeum the poet here. Very impressed by what he sees us doing on our path. That also may be playing a part in his intuition in the heart space. So let's go on to the Gilded and get some clarification on this. Shake my love will true. Wow, the energy and enthusiasm here and what makes us worthy. We're enthusiastic about finding the truth, I think. That's what makes us worthy. Because that conspiracy card there, Oh, we've got the high priest. Well, I wasn't ready yet, so the high priestess wanted to pop. That's somebody using their intuition. We're just talking about that. Tapping into our intuition here with the singer of intuition. Let's see. Let's clarify the tale, please. What is the quiet lover poet being illuminated to, please? Clear sight. Yeah, he sees perfectly. Okay. This Ace of Swords, he sees the truth. I can't... There's an illumination to the truth that he's observing. That's in the I Analyze. Okay, yeah. So that's air energy. That's pretty straightforward. I think we can move on. Let's go to our path, thought, and the pook. Please clarify what is cloaked here. What is still changing about capture a predator who can remain the prey. to become equal in every way. So please clarify what is still changing in our development on our path. What's still changing, please? What is still cloaked? The Wheel of Fortune, that's divine timing. That's what's changing, is timing. The Wheel of Fortune is a lot like the World card to me. Because it has on it the 4 fixed signs. So something about this is fixed. It's interesting. This is very opposing energies here, because the Pook is a shape changing. Nothing is taking shape yet, but the Wheel of Fortune has the 4 fixed signs, so that's very fixed energy. Something is in flux, but yet stagnant. That's. I think it just has to do with the divine timing. But the 4 fixed signs I was going to mention are Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. So those might be in play in one or both charts, or maybe the time frames. But something about the timing. You see, you can't be limitless and fearless if you follow me. Okay, so I feel like I heard don't worry about the time it takes to walk your path. It's all in divine timing for you. So we're going to go to the middle here for the raw. Wild energy and enthusiasm on top of this conspiracy, which I just feel is like finding out the truth. Hidden truths will be revealed. So please clarify the raw on the hidden truths. What is this? Oh, I heard like once it comes to light, there's going to be like a shot of energy, a power up. Please clarify the power up on top of the hidden truths. My soul. Please clarify the power up on the hidden truths. Ouch. 2 of Swords. Wow. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords. I feel like once these truths come to light, and they might come quickly because the Ra is very wild, quick energy, there's going to be like a stagnation of not knowing which one's true, what's true. And I mean, that makes sense when you're on a spiritual journey and you come across new information. Sometimes you have to take a moment to process that because you're not really sure if that's really true or not. Something might be coming out about this connection that puts somebody in the 2 of Swords. Like, they were really enthusiastic to find out this truth, but once they did, now they can't decide if that is the truth. What was coming to me before when I saw the 2 of Swords was that each of these swords could be the Ace of Swords. We've got the Ace of Swords right here. We've got one right here, but then we've got 2 here. So now that there's another one in the mix, it's a little confusing. Which one is the true truth, And there's going to be a lot of just going inward to try to figure out which one's true. Oh, is this... I'm not going to jump to that yet, but... So what I had been coming across in the past was that the masculine has 2 connections, okay? And each one is older, one is newer. And he's having trouble figuring out which one is the true connection. So in some cases, I have to interpret both ways. In some cases, the older connection, like remember over here I got 6 of Cups energy here from the past. The lovers, a soul identity, and harmony and then underneath it was the past. So that gave me Six of Cups energy. So the Six of Cups connection, the one that comes from the past, and then there's a new connection that came in the present, or like in the recent past. He can't figure out which one is the true connection because they both feel equal. Okay? So he has a connection from childhood or from the past that's very strong, that he was very sure was the soul connection. But then this new connection came in, and he thought maybe that could be the soul connection. But one of them is the true soul connection, and one of them is a karmic connection. In some cases, the past connection is the true connection. I mean, they're both true. That's the problem. They're both true because they were both equal. Okay? In some cases, the past connection is the soulmate connection, and the new connection is a karmic connection. But the past connection is not gelling. There's no future for it. So even though that might be a soulmate connection from the past, it's not going to come to fruition. And because of that, he's very pained, and he doesn't feel like he can make any advancements forward. So Spirit brought in a new connection that was supposed to heal them both. But because he couldn't tell which one was which, he just didn't make a decision. Now, in other cases, the past connection, the older connection, is a karmic connection. And the new connection brought in to heal is the true soulmate connection that he's been looking for. But again, he can't tell the difference. This is what I get from the Two of Swords. You cannot tell which one's the truth. They're both equal. Something no better, something best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever stuck on your heart. Hang on every word you say, tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be dead. So we're going to go over to Singer of Intuition, please, on justice. Their heart space. Both of these are Libra energy. So I feel like one of the connections in their heart space is Libra. Because the Two of Swords is very justice-like. She's blinded and she's got, two balanced swords. Again, like I said, they're equals. So in his heart space, he wants to make a judgment on which one is true. And they've got to use their intuition. I say he, but because I feel like this is the Divine Masculine, that's who I've been channeling for recently. But remember, gender ain't shit, okay? This could be a woman that's the Divine Masculine. We don't know. So please clarify the Singer of Intuition on justice, please. Change and challenge, breakthrough, transition, a level up. Please clarify the Singer of Initiation on justice. The Magician. Okay. The Magician is someone trying to manifest something in the 3D that they have in their minds. He's trying to manifest this initiation to a higher level of justice in his heart space. I'm trying to figure out if it's for him or if it's for the other person. Like, he could be trying to bring balance in his own heart space. That will bring justice in a certain sense. Like, remember before I was like picking up him saying, this isn't fair. This isn't, give me something else. Because he feels like they're equal. That's why he can't tell the difference. He has to find something that's determinate. How am I supposed to put this? I think that's what the conspiracy card was talking about. He's trying to find out where's the lie? You know? Where's the lie? Where's the truth? It's hard because they both have equally redeeming qualities about them. Both relationships, both connections. I just think he's trying to manifest some kind of answer in his heart space. He's trying to manifest some kind of breakthrough. You know, he might be praying. Not outwardly. This doesn't consume him because in the heart space, he's not really, like I said, he has a feeling in his heart space about these connections, but I don't think it's actually brought into his consciousness yet. It's like simmering in the back burner in his heart, you know? But something is being manifest in order to help make this breakthrough about what's just here. Because he has to keep in mind, he's got to figure out what's also good and right and just for himself, not just the other people. So we're going to come up here to Lace the Moon's Daughter. This is one of the Sphinxes, the riddles. On top of message from the transition soul, Earth Guardian, ground yourself, work towards your goals, and explore the deep minds and pay attention to symbols. So please clarify Lace the Moon's Daughter on Summer and the Earth Guardian, please. Clarify Lace the Moon's Daughter. What are we looking inward towards? Actually, maybe I'll ask what kind of symbols connect to the higher self. Explore the deep mind. Symbols in the unknown shadow inside. Okay. What shadow aspect should we be paying attention to? Huh. Ooh. Pay no attention to the face. The Fool. I can't wash off the dirt from my feet. I can't grab off the black from my lungs. I can't wipe off the taste from my. What was it like to feel it all? I can't scrub out the black from my lungs. I can't wipe off the taste from my tongue. What was it like to feel it all? So the Fool energy gives me, brings me. There goes my ears ringing. The Fool energy brings me back to the Ra, is the enthusiasm. The Fool is enthusiastic about going forward. In the Rider-Waite deck, he has a satchel, which is, that's interesting. His satchel holds 1 cup, 1 sword, 1 pentacle, and 1 wand. The 4 things that the next card after the Fool, the Magician, will use to manifest what he needs. The Fool goes forward with no baggage from where he's coming from. That's the key lesson in the Fool card. Go forward enthusiastically, but without baggage from where you're coming from. I think coming this way from our path going into the higher self, we have to elevate, but we can't bring the things that weighed us down in the past with us on this new path. I feel like he sees that, but he can't do anything about it because he's stuck here. Never run faster when you sink down to me. But it's just, Not just us. Okay. I was going to say we're being encouraged to go forward on our path enthusiastically, but then I heard not just you, him also. Well, we can't control what he's going to do because everyone has free will. So he's also in some way being guided to go forward enthusiastically, but he feels stuck because we can't tell which path to go to because they're both equal. He doesn't know which one is the truth. So bottom of the deck for the Gilded, we have the Queen of Swords, okay, the Knight of Pentacles, very slow, and the Four of Cups. This is an offer that is being considered, but I mean, there's nothing, he's not reaching for it. This is the Ace of Cups being brought down from the Divine, being offered to him. See, it's interesting that that's the cup that's right here in the Magician. There's a love offer here, but he can't choose it because he doesn't know which one is true. Okay? So it's like he's sitting here with these three cups already. They're full, they're upright, they're in play. And then the Divine is trying to hand him this one. And you see how he's kind of like backed up against the tree. Like, what am I supposed to do with that when I've got these here that I'm trying to figure out? Queen of Swords, that's Libra energy. A lot of Libra here. The Fool is Aries. The Magician is also Aries. That could be, Libra and Aries are total opposites. So if someone has Moon in Leo, or Moon in Libra, their opposite sign would be Aries. And that's where their shadow work would be. So again, if somebody is an Aries moon, their shadow work would be in Libra. There's a lot of Libra energy here. The Wheel has no designation. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords is Libra. Justice is Libra. Oh, that's interesting. The Justice is 11, but reduced 1 plus 1 is 2. And that's here, the Two of Swords. That's probably why they're both Libra energy. Queen of Swords is also Libra. She knows the truth, though. I heard, you want the truth? Come and ask me. Why are you just sitting there? Excuse me. Why are you just sitting there not being able to tell the difference? Just come and ask me. I'll tell you the truth. There's no other queen out here. I'm the only one who will tell you the truth. And maybe he will decide to come forward, but he'll come as a knight. Knight energy, and a Knight of Pentacles, slow. That's earth energy, the same as Teom the Poet. Earth energy, very slow. Night energy. And it's so slow because it's like, well, I don't know what to do here. Honestly. I'm not going to sing the song. We got three little birds. Alright, I've got to. They're telling me I have to. I don't know why I have to do it every single time. Rise up this morning, smile at the rising sun. Three little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melody pure and true. And they're saying, this is our message to you. So the message coming in is that this Ace of Cups that he's not going to take is the one that's from the Divine. And that's probably, there's so much Libra energy here that probably has to do with something. It's probably someone with Libra in their chart, or he is. Okay, so we've got one more layer to go. We've got the Tarot the Divine. This is the one that's mythology and folklore from around the world. I'm not versed in every single myth that's represented here, and in those cases I will have to interpret the card intuitively by the picture. when no one can see, if there's no one to play, lay it on me. These are so hard to shuffle. The sky, fire in the trees, if there's nothing but play, put it on me. Okay, so please clarify the Ace of Swords on Teom. What is this truth that he's staring at? Please clarify the Ace of Swords on Teom. What's this truth that he's staring at? Oh, I heard again, why can't you see me with the Two of Swords here? Because she's blindfolded. That's why he can't see. He doesn't know which one's the truth. Please clarify the Ace of Swords on Teom. Oh, Ace of Coins. Okay. Jack and the Beanstalk. So this, I love this card because it represents the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, okay? Jack had nothing. They had nothing. They were po. They were so poor, they weren't even poor. They were po. And what did he do with them damn beans? He put them in the ground and he hoped for the best. You know, that's what he's trying to do. He's like, well, I heard he's going to flip, he should just flip a coin. That's what he's like right now. He really doesn't know which one's which. It's a toss. It's a toss-up, I heard. Oh, both, one or both or either. He doesn't know which one is going to be the one that will grow into something that can be stable for the future. I make a deal with God. I get him to swap out places. Oh, where's my drink? Oh. The Ace of Coins. This is the only... Okay, the one thing I know about the Pentacles, okay? That is the only thing in the tarot that's actually tangible. Swords are thoughts. Cups are emotions. The wands are fire energy. That's passion and action. None of those things you can actually hold in your hand. The only thing that's really tangible that's brought down into the 3D and made manifest is the Pentacles. So I feel like he's trying to figure out which one he can manifest. Like here with the Magician energy. Which one can I make this happen? Which one can I make happen? Which one? It's a toss-up. He's still really stagnant. He doesn't want to move on. Like I said about the flip a coin. It's frustrating because, oh, that's why. That's very confusing. He loves them both. That's what I heard. He loves them both. He doesn't know which one will be more fruitful. I mean, that makes sense. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and Teom, which is an earth sign. They're really practical. That's Taurus energy. I give that to Taurus. Come on, darling. Let me think. I just asked, couldn't he be happy with either one? And I heard no, because he wants the truth. This could be another air energy. I mean, air energies, they're so concerned with the truth. It doesn't have to be, though. Anybody could want the truth. He doesn't want to waste his time on something that's not going to be fruitful. That's why he's taking his time. No problem. I hear the time's running out, though, with this Wheel of Fortune here on the shape changer. That's why nothing is taking shape yet, because he can't tell what's what. Nothing's manifest yet. See, with the Magician, it's still being manifested. The Fool is here. Something has to be worked Like, something has to be pursued or gone after, and somebody's just stuck, can't move. That's why the Pook is here, because something's cloaked. The shape changer, nothing is the oh jeez. I'm sorry I'm stuttering. When they show me too many things at once, I can't differentiate sometimes. What I'm trying to say is that neither connection is formed in the 3D yet. That's why the Pook is here, because there's no the reality about the connections is shifting. Nothing is stable yet. Okay, sorry, I stuttered over that. It's so fly, sugar honey, it's so fly. Okay, please clarify and elaborate the Wheel of Fortune, Divine Time. Oh, I can't take that. I wasn't ready. Eight of Wands flipped out, but that was my own hand error. That's communication might be forthcoming. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune on. Yeah, it's Eight of Swords. Yeah, again, Libra energy all in her head. Eight of Swords also in the rider in the other decks. She's also blindfolded and her hands are tied and she's surrounded by these swords. In a previous reading when I got the Eight of Swords, I heard gossip. So maybe somebody is in his ear telling him, misleading information about either or both of these connections. Or this, but more than likely, this is his own indecision. I don't quite know this story. He's this. I feel like it's a child. Like you cannot tell if it's a male or a female child, but it's got a donkey skin over it. So the and then there's pots hanging. Okay, the only story I know where there's a donkey in it is Pinocchio. I don't know if it's in. It should be in the cartoon, yeah. When he goes to the island with the other boys and they all turn into donkeys, he was consumed by his mistake, and that changed him into an ass. Like donkey form was his punishment. You want to act like a donkey, you're going to take the form of a donkey. I feel like he's just so caught in what he can't decide. It's interesting that the Pook is here. The Pook is a shape changer, and in the story of Pinocchio, they do change form. All the children that he encounters on that island, all the donkeys he encounters on that island were children. And he had to change his form too. What is the significance of this on this Wheel of Fortune? Time is running out. But he's still in this other form. Nothing can be decided yet because I hate to keep saying form and shape, but that's the only words I'm getting for this. It's all in flux right now, and he's in his head. We've got the Two Swords, we've got the Eight of Swords. I don't feel like there's going to be any movement on this unless we get 3 really good cards coming out. Let's keep going. Tormented by thoughts and doubts. So can we come over here in the middle? Our worth here. Two of Swords on the Rar. I mean, there's energy to make a decision, but nothing's decided yet. Why can't we decide here? Please clarify. The moon tried to pop, but it was stuck to something else. Please clarify the Two of Swords on the Rar. Power up before the go, but then I'm not going anywhere because I can't figure out which is which. Please clarify the Two of Swords on the Rar. Thank you. The Tower. It's causing such upheaval. In some cards on the Tower, there's only one person falling. But in this tower, two people are falling. That means that his indecision is causing a terrible upheaval for both of them. It's caving in. I can't stop my suffering. Show that I control. Keep going right back to the one thing that I need. He's just so stagnant that there's the energy. Okay, this is how I see it. Something's gonna pop, okay? Something's going to explode. I feel like there's going to be this truth coming out underneath with the conspiracy card, but I feel like it's going to be a truth that somebody had withheld from them. All right? That was the conspiracy. There's a truth that was hidden. Somebody was hiding. Somebody was hiding. Oh. That's why I can't see me. No, that's opposite. Yeah. Remember I was saying, why can't you see me? And it's because they kept themselves hidden. Oh, I'm about to break. I can't stop this ache. So there's hidden truth here. And I feel like it's from one of the other people that he's considering. I believe that he's enthusiastic for one or both of them, but he can't make the decision. And the indecision is going to cause all that energy to explode. Something's going to be destroyed here. I feel like this is a backfire. So when I see the RAR, sometimes I hear a jet engine that's revving up before the plane takes off. Because even in the description it says the level power up before the go. Okay? Oh. Okay, so I'm getting that he has enthusiasm for one of them, but it's not gonna move, and then it's just like all this energy is going to explode. I think he's gonna be angry. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune energy here, which is divine timing. I heard tick, 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 boom. What was that song? Tick, tick, boom. And then, boom. The tower, Because somebody can't decide. Okay, wait, what was the... Bring it back. Show me that again. I heard, the energy has nowhere to go, so it's just gonna pop where it is. Okay? So let's keep going. Go to the Fool here. Yeah, from the Ancestors deck, I feel like they're telling us to go forward on our path because this person is stuck. So we have to go forward on our path. Maybe here, us continuing forward. Remember I was saying that the feminines are being advised to level up and continue so that we can meet our masculines in the future, because they're not going to be in the past. We were the ones being stagnant at the time. We were the ones being tamed. We were holding ourselves back because we thought that the masculine would come meet us where they last saw us in the past. But we have to remember, we can't sit in the past and wait for them to come there, because they're not going to be there in the past. We got to meet in the future. So I feel like the ancestors are telling us, go forward. with enthusiasm. Don't take any baggage from where you're coming from. You're on a new path. And let him sit here and stew in his indecision because it's going to blow up. And that was one of the reasons we were being told to take our hands off of the masculines. Because when this pops, we don't want to get anywhere near it. Okay? So we can come down here to the magician, please. Initiation. What is this manifesting this justice? Please clarify the manifesting this breakthrough for justice. Clarify the magician. We've got the Three of Cups. So this could mean there's 3 people involved in this, which makes sense. The masculine and 2 karmics. Or, I mean, the feminine and 2 karmics. It's 3 people involved here. But this is also a card of reconciliation and reunion. So from what I get from this stack, is that his desire to bring justice to this is going to initiate him trying to manifest a reconciliation or a reunion. But we still don't see who it's going to be with because he hasn't decided yet. He's got to get through this tower first. Because his indecision is going to... Oh, okay. Anybody who watched Dharma Jane's, one of her, I think it was the Daily this afternoon. She mentioned something that I had said also a couple months ago. Whereas the feminine had burned a bridge and started over, but she wanted to call in her masculine. So in the 5D, she lit a fire. And what came to my mind at the time was in Lord of the Rings, when they wanted to call Gondor, or when they wanted to call out for help, they lit the beacons on top of the mountains, okay? And that's when King Theoden was told the beacons are lit, Gondor calls for aid. And he took a moment and he said, okay, and Rohan will answer. Well, looking on top of this tower where it got struck by lightning, it's burning like one of the beacons in Lord of the Rings. So as this is being destroyed, the beacon is lit. And I feel like this is from the feminine. Something about this indecision destroyed her. But the beacon is lit. She needs help. That's what Dharma was saying earlier today. I love when the energies jive with other readers. The beacon is lit, and we need a rescue. Because this indecision blew everything up. So, can we please elaborate on the Fool here? On Lace the Moon's daughter. This connect to higher self. Enthusiastically, please clarify the Fool on Lace the Moon's daughter. Please clarify the Fool. Oh, I'm missing one. Damn. Why didn't you tell me? The Emperor was over there. Holy crap. That's what we're asking for. That's interesting because I was about to say when about the beacon, we need a rescue. We want our Emperor. And then this is the card that was stuck over here that I didn't pick up, was the Emperor. And I think that's significant. It's like he's not in the mix yet. Right? He's removed from play. Because he's over here being Taeyeon the poet. Not being able to move. But we're gonna put it back in just for the sake of consistency. I think Spirit just wanted me to get that message. No, I'm not ready. Please clarify the Fool. Damn. Alright, here it goes. The Eight of Wands. Peeked out last time. The Eight of Wands. Quick communication. Unfortunately, I don't feel like this is from the masculine. I feel like this, since it's on the position of message from the transition soul, from the ancestors and angels, I feel like this is something about communication with the ancestors. Oh, that's interesting. Let me see if I can phrase this correctly. We heard you, they said. You'll get communication soon. Watch for the symbols and signs. That's what Laced was talking about. Explore the deep mind, symbols, and the unknown. There's going to be communication here. Somebody's got to take a leap of faith. Somebody just has to go inward, ask their inner selves what to do, and just communicate what they want. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. Oh, Two of Cups and Five of Swords and the Fool underneath. Oh, we got the Fool here too. So, Temperance is Sagittarius energy. This is healing and balance. Underneath that was the Two of Cups. I'm not going to tell the story again, but this is Gilgamesh and Enkidu. I go through their whole story in the previous reading. What do you know? It's not what do you want from me, is it? Whichever the most previous reading from this time frame, I go through the story of how Gilgamesh and Enkidu meet. But this is the two. We've got the One of Cups. We've got the Ace, the 2, and the 3. Got the 2. No, we've got the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. Got the Ace of Coins, the 2 of Coins, and the 3 of Coins. There is progression here, but it's so slow and it's just beginning. That's why it's lower energy. 2 of Cups is the divine union, plain and simple. Underneath Temperance, which is the need for balance and healing, they both need to heal. That's the point of the connection in the first place. Okay, so maybe on the off chance that a masculine is watching, I have to say that the connection that's true is the one that's brought in for your healing. The 2 of Cups, the offer, the divine offer. Temperance is healing and balance. We want it to come into balance over here with justice. Temperance always has a very just Libra feel to me also, but they give it to Sagittarius. Sag might place in their chart somewhere, or yours. I feel like the divine is saying, look, we sent you this so you could heal from the other one because the other one is not coming. What did I hear from Star Wars? The little lady, Maz. I see your eyes. They already know the truth. The belonging you seek is not behind you. It's ahead. So that's like saying the union that you want is not the one from the past. It's the new one. The 2 of Cups. I hope that made sense. 5 of Swords is winning, but at what cost? No, I also got a new interpretation of that within the last couple of days. It's also self-preservation. It's winning and taking the other person, the adversary's swords away from them so they can't hurt you again. In the Rider-Waite, the person always looks so smug. Like, I won and you didn't, and now you're hurt and you gotta slink away from me in your humility. You know? In your humiliation. Humility is different. But in this case, I feel like it's self-preservation. It's like, I'm done fighting. Give me your fucking sword so you can't come after me. You know? And underneath that again is the Fool. Wanting to jump forward. In this deck, the Fool card is the Little Mermaid. And one thing I want to remind people about the story is that in the Hans Christian Andersen version of The Little Mermaid, not the Disney version, when she transformed and her tail split and became legs and feet, She did not take one step that wasn't in excruciating pain. In the book, it says that it felt like she was walking on knives and that the knives were actually going up into her legs. So every step she took in that human form was excruciatingly painful. And she did it. And she never let the prince know that she was in pain. I feel like this is the feminine. Because we've been through a lot, but we never would let our twin know that this broke us. Then we could never say out loud that this was a tower for us. Anything else? I heard she could do it because she was doing it out of love. So when you're in love, when you love someone unconditionally, you'll go through any manner of pain for them. And she did. She walked on knives for him. She was in pain every moment of the day and never let on. I had something and I lost it. Damn. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. 2 cups. Yeah. What did I have to say about the 4? Oh, it left me. I don't really think I need anything else. I'm not gonna get the love quotes because I don't think that they're speaking anyway. Someone's in hermit mode, I feel like, even though the hermit didn't come out. Tam the poet is an earth energy and Virgo is part of... Oh, did we have Virgo? Why do I feel like we had Virgo here? Oh, because 6th house, I analyze, is Virgo. And Virgo is the hermit card. So I feel like he's just hermiting, trying to figure out what the fuck is what the fuck. That's all I can say. I had a title for this and I totally forgot. Oh, I was going to say something like, why can't you see me? So thank you for sticking with me. I hope this resonated with someone. I hope it was useful. I hope it made sense. And if it did resonate and you'd like to support my channel, my Venmo is Arkytior46 and I'd be thankful for anything that ends up there. So I'm going to come back in a couple days with another energy read. I may or may not use this do-it-yourself deck again. I really liked how this flowed, so I might do this again. Feminines, I think it's just a reminder now, and I think this is just a reminder, and now with the backing of our ancestors, that we cannot stay stagnant waiting for the masculines to come and join us on this path for 2 reasons. Number 1, we cannot stop the wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is divine timing, and we have to move forward. Okay, we can't stop the wheel of the heavens and from turning just because we want to sit and wait for our masculines to come back. There's no guarantee they'll come back in this lifetime. So we cannot sit and wait for them and waste a whole lifetime, you know. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of days. So, until then, remember to use your safe word. I'll see you later. Bye.